Hello students, welcome to the video lecture series for the solar and wind energy. In the last lecture, we have discussed about the structure of the solar cell and its applications. And in today's video lecture, we will discuss about the solar cell equation, fill factor, and the maximum power. Okay, so what is mean? When we take the solar cell, it is considered as a diode. Okay, and in the dark its behavior is identical to that of the diode. Okay, so this is that diode, and we get here two types of the current. One is called the current passing through the diode, and this is the load current. Okay, now when the IV characteristic of this part, that means this blue part is drawn, so it shows such type of the IV characteristic. Okay, so that means this region is very small here in case of the regular diode, and or whenever it is operating in the dark. Now when it is illuminated, then this IV characteristic shift down. Okay, that is required for the generation of the maximum power. And one extra parameter it is added into the circuit, that is called as the short circuit current. Okay, so instead of the regular diode, now the circuit it consists of the three currents, that is the ISC, I diode, and the I. Okay, now the IV characteristic it is visible in the fourth quadrant, but for simplicity now it is the mirror image of this the IV characteristic taken, and it is then shifted to the quadrant. Okay, now we will see now now this is the IV characteristic from the solar cell when it is illuminated. Now we'll see two types of the two things. One is called the VOC, that is the open circuit voltage. It is the maximum voltage from the solar cell and occurs when the net current through the device is zero. That means when I is equal to zero here, so whatever that voltage which is obtained, it is called as the open circuit voltage, and it is abbreviated as VOC. So VOC stands for the open circuit, and V stand for the voltage. Now similarly, this ISC. So this is called as the short circuit current. So this is the current. I is for the current, and SC is for the short circuit. And this is occurs when this is the again the maximum current from the solar cell and occurs when the voltage across the device is zero. That means when this is voltage is zero here, so we'll get here ISC. And when the current is zero, okay, so when the current is zero, so we will get here the open circuit voltage. Okay, we'll get here the maximum open circuit voltage here. Okay, now when now the after considering the illuminating current, the parameter ISC, so we have now the load current at fixed value of temperature and solar radiation. So it is given as I is equal to ISC minus I0. I0 is the dark saturation current, or it is the diode leakage current in the absence of the light. Exponential is the electronic charge, V is the voltage across the terminal of the diode, K is the Boltzmann constant, and T is the temperature. Okay, so this equation we will get here. Now considering these equations, we will calculate the two values. That means when this I is equal to 0, we will get V is equal to VOC. So we will get open circuit voltage, and when V is equal to 0, we will get the current become the short circuit current. So that means we'll get two values of the VOC and ISC. And when these two values are there on the IV characteristic, so we'll get here the maximum. We'll get here the point here. We will get maximum power. Now the maximum power point it is obtained, that is here. So that is the ideal maximum power. So that is P max is equal to, so P max is equal to VOC multiplied by ISC. VOC multiplied by ISC. So this is the ideal maximum power. But we know that in the general condition, the power is not the power in ideal condition. We doesn't get the ideal power, so it is less than that of the ideal condition. So that power it is obtained on this knee and not the corner here. Okay, not on the corner here. Okay, so not on the corner here, but we have a corner on this point. So this is P max ideal, and this is the P max actual. So this is the maximum power that is obtained when the solar cell it is radiated by means of the solar radiation. Now the current corresponding to this maximum power point, it is IMP and VMP. So this is IMP means it is the current for maximum power, and VMP means it is the voltage for the maximum power. Okay, now when the solar cell it is operated for these two values IMP and VMP, we will get the maximum power from the solar cell. So this is the maximum power point for the solar cell considering the IV characteristic curve. And if we plot it on the PV curve, then the maximum power it is the maximum power it is obtained here, and then it is decreases with the reduction in the voltage. Okay, so this is regarding the the IV characteristic and the PV characteristic of the solar cell. Okay, then we have the fill factor. Now fill factor means what? It is used for for the calculation of the performance of the solar cell, and it is given as the fill factor is equal to the P max, that is the maximum power from the solar cell, divided by the VOC multiplied by ISC. So product of the short circuit current and the open circuit voltage, that means and the P max. Okay, so from this we can calculate here the maximum. We can calculate here the fill factor. Okay, so the fill factor is fill factor is this one. This the that means P max means here it is what? This is VOC multiplied by ISC. Okay, but this is for what? This is for the ideal condition. This is for the ideal condition. That means if we take P max is equal to PV into ISC, so then the fill factor will come out to be 1. So its range will be from 0 to 1. Okay, but we as we are saying that the power is not the power is not always equal to the ideal condition, but it is less than that of the ideal condition. So that's why this value is always less than the 1. Then we'll calculate the efficiency, the efficiency of the solar cell. So that the efficiency of the solar cell it is calculated by means of the efficiency is equal to, this is P max divided by the P in. Okay, so this P max is calculated from the fill factor equation. So fill factor is equal fill factor. We have seen this one. The fill factor is equal to P max divided by VOC into ISC. So P max is equal to VOC ISC multiplied by FF. So this is here, and P in. So P in is what? So P in is always is equal to the efficiency. The input power for efficiency calculation is 1 kilowatt per meter square, or it is 1000 watt per meter square. It is 1000 watt per meter square. Okay, so that is the value for the for the incident solar radiation on the solar cell. Okay, so P max divided by the P in. Okay, so likewise the fill factor and the efficiency of the solar cell it is calculated using these equations. Okay, then we'll go for the next part of this the unit. So in this part. So in this part, we will deal with the equipment that is required for the solar photovoltaic plant and the power conditioning equipment, inverters, and the regulators. Now we know that the PV solar system it consists of the the solar array. It consists of the solar array. Then it is connected with the charge controller. The charge controller is connected with the battery. Now, if it is a the DC load, then the DC current is supplied through the battery and to the charge controller. And if now the battery stored DC current only. So if it is a AC current, then we have to convert that DC current into the AC current by means of the inverter. So inverter is used for conversion of DC into AC, and all the things are controlled by means of this charge controller. So the components which are the main components which are used in PV voltaic plants are the solar array. Then we have the charge controller, we have battery, we have inverter, we have the inverters. Okay, so this is the descriptions for all the components which are used. So solar panels are the most commonly known as the components in the photovoltaic array. These are made up of, we know that these are made up of the solar cell, framing, and glass. Solar panels work by collecting and harnessing the photovoltaic energy from the sun and delivering that energy as the direct current. Okay, so the energy which is generated from the solar panel, it is DC energy. It is a DC current. Okay. Then charge controller, the function of the charge controller is to regulate the electric charge and they limit the rate at which electric current is added to or withdrawn from the batteries. Okay, so for this purpose, the charge controllers are used. Then we have the batteries. So batteries are made up of the lithium ion or AGM GL plated. Then the main function of the battery is to store the solar power in the form of the DC current, and whenever the requirement is there, so it is the current is taken out from the battery. Inverters, the solar panel, it generates the DC current. So if DC load is there, so we can directly use the current from the batteries. But if the current is AC, so then we have to supply the DC current to the inverter. The inverter converts the DC current, DC power generated by the solar panel, and process that energy by converting it into the AC power. Okay, so the main function of the inverter is to convert DC current into the AC current. Then we required some type of the wirings. So for the wiring act to ensure other solar energy components are interconnected and can pass energy from one device to the another. Okay, so for this purpose, these wirings are very important. Then we have the some of the applications of the solar energy. So we have already seen this one. So this can be used in the home, lighting system, water pumping, battery charging system, agricultural, cattle health center, communication, telecommunication, and the remote area space. Okay, so these are some of the applications. Please go through this all this the applications. Now, the last point from this chapter is the grid aspect of the solar power. We have already seen the different components of the PV solar system. Now, we directly go to the energy. That means, suppose during the daytime, whatever the energy generated by the PV solar system, it is sufficient. We can use in two ways. The some of the part of the energy can be used for running the appliances in the home. If we have the extra energy, then we can then supply that extra energy to the grid. Now during night time, if the storage is not sufficient, then we can take the electrical we can borrow the electricity from the grid also. Okay, so that is possible. So that means there are two-way transmission will be there from the extra energy that is generated from the PV panel to the grid, and if there is a deficiency of the energy due to the PV solar system, then we can take the energy from the grid also. Okay, so that is the aspect that is the grid aspect of the solar power. Okay, so thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you.